Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be doing not an anime. What? I know. It's a manga. Everyone's like, same thing. It's not the same. Right, so Kaiju number 8. I read all 50 chapters of this at the weekend. Like, really quickly. It's so good. I'm impressed. You know, it's a typical sort of monster fighting thing. I love that. I love it. It's cool. And it's funny. So it kind of reminds me of Fire Force a little bit, mixed with, I don't know, mixed with like Attack on Titan or something like that. It's kind of cool. So, right over here near the edge of my page is where his head is, because his back goes all the way back here. Okay, so we'll just start with this horn. Down like that, right? And then it kind of curves around down that way. And this kind of, I think it goes around his eye, where his eye is kind of here, right? So the front of his forehead kind of bumps out a couple of times, okay? Kind of like here. And then we go out and down towards his nose. So these bumps are important because they show the shape of the skull, okay? So, and then his nose is like in here. You just darken it up. Now remember, if I go too fast, I'm only doing it because I want to keep the videos kind of in a decent time. So if I go too fast, just pause your video, right? You have control over time on YouTube. You can just stop time. Okay, so then, so this is nose, right? It's kind of pointy on top here. And then his top lip kind of comes out from the nose here. Kind of like that, right? And then there's like a row of teeth all in here. So we got like his top lip goes back like this way, right? And this meets a big tooth here. So we'll draw that in first. Right, like so. And then this sort of bumping kind of line bumps back. These are all teeth, right? Bumps back this way. And then it goes around. And he's got this fin that kind of comes up around this way, bumping. Like a wavy sort of line. Now, you don't have to do it exactly like I'm doing. I didn't really copy the picture exactly. I just bumped and waved kind of up. There's like main sort of one, you go diagonal that way and then up to a point up here. And then this comes back down in like so. And then we have the top of his head sort of here. Down like that. And we can see another horn in behind. So it's like here. Boop. Okay. So then the eye. The eye is like a cracked, it's like a bullet hole went straight through the skull, right? So it's just like a cracked sort of thing. So it's not like a perfect circle or anything. It goes around like that, right? And then this has all cracks and things coming out of it. So like going up that way. All the way back to the back of the skull then here. And then there's lines that go around the outside. All here, and more cracks and things going this way. Like that, and then there's like extra texture and stuff all coming down the horn. And what looks like veins, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be veins, but they look like veins to me. Like there, and coming off the head here as well. Doop. Doop. So all these veins kind of coming off the side of his head, okay? Right, so then it's eye, right? So he's got like these glowing sort of circles, right, inside. So one, and then there's another circle around that one. Right, and that's like glowing inside and then glowing around it as well. And then we'll just color this black. Okay, so his bottom jaw, right? So we got like a line of teeth going on this way, but then this comes in a little bit and his bottom jaw comes down, steps down and in twice, and then comes down for his chin. And his chin's real pointy, and then it comes around like so, and then it goes up to his bottom lip. There's a gap here for the teeth, right? But then we have another line that comes to another big tooth, right? So it comes around like this. Then this comes down around to there. Just stepped in from this one. Okay, and then this gum line keeps going this way to there. And then we have all teeth inside here. And he's got like, so best way to do it, I would say like start here, right? And we can see the tops of the teeth like there. And he seems to have an overbite. So the bottom teeth go in underneath these teeth, right? So then they're all like gnarly sort of. Teeth like that, and he's got like one that sticks off up here. Another one in behind it. You just keep going, and they get real small as you go back this way, like really small. We just add the tops of them and then make each one just a little tooth. Hard to do this with a Sharpie now because my lines kind of bleed together. And then each of these then. Right, like that, and then on the other side, more teeth here. And they kind of go underneath these ones. And then down there. Like that, and he's got like a couple of teeth sticking off the front, like one on top, one on the bottom, like so. And then maybe some like veins here as well. Right? Right, so then his neck. So we'll go back this way first. Kind of like an Adam's apple shape here, and then it goes to there. And then we have two collarbones that come up towards his shoulder, right? So, well, the shoulder on this side first anyway. And they literally are bones, right? Like that. And then this big shoulder's here. So, a couple of bumps for big shoulder muscles. 1, 2, and a third, maybe, there. And then his tricep. So now we have this big arm here, okay? So we'll just do the tricep and then we'll just fill in, because there's like a forearm that comes down here. So we'll just finish what's here first. So we've got like a neck muscle just there. And another one comes down there. And then his top of his neck is all these kind of spikes, kind of like, you know, Godzilla sort of. If you follow my Godzilla tutorials, that is, anyway. If you don't, that's cool. It's cool. And then we go down like that. There's all lines on these as well, texture lines. What do we got? What do we got? It's like another sort of horn here somewhere. Not horns, they're kind of, well, horns or fins or something. And then up. This way. They all eventually do go down his back, but we'll just add the ones on the top here first. So he's like charging a punch. If you've read the manga, you know what I'm talking about. So he goes the back of his neck kind of there, and then so when he charges this, he's got all this energy sort of coming into his body, right? So we're just going to add like some lightning style kind of veins, right? Right, like that. And then, so there's all like texture and stuff on these, right? So you just add like some veiny lines. Oh, there's another horn back here. Sort of textures and stuff. Now, this is optional. You could just color this if you don't like doing like detail like this. You know, or you don't have the time, which I understand. Sometimes I don't have the time. So it's kind of as much of this as you want to do, really. I'll just do a little bit. Well, I'll do what I can see. And then he has, so his body's like all scales, right? So like this, done in sort of light kind of lines. I think there's another vein here. And these will run sort of down his arm as well. I might just draw the main parts in and then do these last. Right. So like that. Okay. So big forearm then, right? So we go up towards the elbow, up here, right? So right up near the top of my page. And then comes down like so, right? So this is the outside of the forearm. And then the inside of the forearm is like here. Right? So this comes down then to a big fist. And there's loads of sort of hatching lines and stuff on this. Like scales and stuff. Wrist bone there. And then his arm and fist and stuff comes out. So out towards here to his thumb, comes out down into there. And then this knuckles come around. Like that. So his chest comes down here. I'll just, before we do any of the details in here or anything, we'll just get to his shape for his body in back here, right? So we got like this bumping sort of back muscle, like this. And this comes down, bumps around eventually. So it's all bumpy because he's all scales and stuff coming down here. And then his abs and stuff in here, like his stomach. Down to there, down to there, down like so. Right, so that's like the main shape. And then we just kind of add details then. So on his elbow, he's got this glowing sort of green energy sort of section, right? That comes all the way down to his wrist. And so we'll go, right? So it just comes down like this. And then it seems to like come around the wrist like here. This is all like glowing blue. And then it comes down to each knuckle as well. So it goes around. Right, so say like, and there's all veins and stuff. So this like goes down to there. Then another one comes down to here. Like that. There seems to be like all interlocking veins and stuff in between, right? So like coming down to this one. Just around the knuckle, kind of like that. There, then. Coming across here. Right, so then some anatomy and stuff up here. So like his bicep, like say, comes around this way. And there's all these veins and things here as well. So bumping around like that. And the bicep comes to there. Down into there. And then we got like a vein in on here, so like a glowing blue section in here, and this has got like some curved lines on it like that, and then we have another vein coming down here. It's It's kind of a bit bumpy. And then another one sort of here. And this goes up around to there. So one, right there, yeah. And then I think we got like another. Line there. Up to the forearm. And then there's like another forearm muscle line here. Like so. And then, so there's all these lines that run down his arm, like on this side as well, so. And then coming down here, so they look like muscle fibers, so they come down this way. Down like so. Right, so then he's got these like on his hand as well, so coming out this way. They all go down there. And then coming down his hand here. And here. So you can see I'm kind of using a thicker line now as well. Just like a darker, seems to be a darker line. Down like that. And then, so we've got like a lot of these scales and things like that were on his neck, so we'll add those as well. So we'll just, there's like a vein or something here as well. So I think it's kind of like armor, you know, sort of crisscrossing sort of one another, kind of like a shell or something. Around here, maybe another vein of green energy coming down that way. And that goes down there. Boop, boop. And there. There's kind of a pattern to it. I don't know if you can see it, but when you're dealing with armor and things like this, it's kind of like overlapping kind of shapes, right? So like, so say like on this side of his bicep, right? The line comes across here, right? And then there's one underneath, like that, and then the next one. Once you kind of get the hang of the pattern, you can kind of fly it then. Like this, and we do some more And it all comes down his arm as well. Some more curved lines just coming down the arm. Oh, there's like a green energy thing there as well. Let me do some more here. Coming down this side of his arm as well. Here, here, there. There, right. So then he's got this armor coming down his rib cage, okay? So like spiking out like this, right? Right, and then like his hip bone is there, but this one will come back up to like there. And each of these has like energy and stuff coming out from the underside of it, right? And there's like another back plate or something here. So each of these, we have a line that goes up this way. Like so. All the way up towards his spine, kind of. Right, and then right, he's got a hip bone like there, and this is a gap in underneath there, and then the front of his body kind of here. So then he's got like all abs inside here, and there's texture all over them as well. So this ab line kind of comes back there, and then another one comes around back up here, then another ab line here, then another one. There's all texture on all these now as well. There, and maybe some that we can see just on the other side here. Right, so these have more of these kind of lines, these sort of muscle fiber lines on them, but they go this way this time, sort of vertically. That, and then all these guys have cracks and stuff on them, so like texture lines like this. Well, they're not cracks, I suppose they're like just the texture of the armor, and it's optional how much you want to do with this, of course. It's like personal preference. All over. Bum bum. And then coming down all these texture lines here, coming across these bones, and I think we got like we can see some of his leg and his fist just there. So like some of the leg sticking out like so. Texture on it, and his fist on the other side is like just here. Like his wrist. Just there with like cracks and stuff. Like you can just see it lightly sketched in. No great amount of detail on it. And then, so the fins on his back, just up here. Kind of get smaller and disappear eventually down here. Did it stop there? I think so. You can add some of those vein lines. Like that. So sometimes some of the lines around here are thicker, but you don't have to do that. That's just me. And there's like lots of debris and dots and stuff all around, like this kind of stuff, you know. Just looks like it was probably done with a brush, maybe stuff like this. And it's all just black. Right, but that'll do, I think. That is how to draw Kaiju number 8. Highly recommended new manga. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope it was helpful. See you in the next one. Bye.